Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, shout out to my guy, Manager Marty. Had the opportunity to get Victor Conte back onto his platform. As a matter of fact, he's already gotten Victor Conte. They're doing it right now. And so if you get the opportunity, go check out that content from Manager Marty. They're getting into some good stuff in regards to just anti-doping testing and things of that nature. Go check out Manager Marty's channel in regards to that. Now, this particular video is brought to you by Born to Box. It is from the good brother Curtis Scoons. It is coming out this month. www.borntoboxfilm.com. Go check that out. Great content from the brother, man. And I'm sure you guys will be thrilled with what you see there at www.borntoboxfilm.com. All right, Jay. So this is a discussion that we got into several weeks ago with several people on our channel. And some of these people actually got pissed off with me. One of which was an Easy Band official, I think it was, who got so pissed off at me that he started to call me liars and all kind of names and things like this. And as I was trying to explain to him that there was really no seriousness around this whole BLK Prime situation in regards to the fact that they were going to make a fight with Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis. That was never going to happen. It's never going to happen. As a matter of fact, they were just trying to BLK Prime, who was spearheaded by a gentleman named Desmond Gum. And I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it, dog, because I got a homeboy and you know who this homeboy is. And we've done things like this where we were doing this in our 20s, bro, where we were throwing events and things of that nature and barely had any money to throw the event, man. We were just trying to get our hustle on. So I understand this mentality trying to get into the game. I totally get it. But as I stated before, you know, there is really no seriousness as it relates to BLK Prime. As a matter of fact, we should do a video called Where Are They Now? Have you heard anything else from them? Nothing. Now, Victor Conte was on the Manager Marty's channel, and he talked a little bit. Now, this was really talking about testing, but what was so interesting was he mentioned that BLK Prime was struggling financially, and he specifically said Desmond Gum's name, or at least Manager Marty said his name, but he referred to him because he couldn't remember his name, that they were struggling to come up with the money, Jay, to do the testing, the VADA testing. The VADA testing, according to what I'm hearing from,
You can still pay me, though.
Right. They were struggling to come up with the money for the VADA testing. And that is maybe like, it could be anywhere between $15,000 and $60,000 just to do the VADA testing. And they ended up opting for doing limited testing because they were struggling financially. Now, there were rumors that Desmond Gum and BLK Prime struggled to actually pay some of the fighters and the people that participated in the actual event of Terence Crawford versus Davis Avanesyan. So these gentlemen, as I was questioning them from a long time ago, and people got pissed off because, you know, dude, I work in business. So that aspect of things interests me, like dollars and cents and the math. It needs the math. And so those are the things that interest me. So I'm like, it doesn't make any sense how they're, you know, they've come on the scene. They have the ability to pay Terence Crawford $10 million, Davis Avanesyan, whatever amount of dollars they were paying him. It really didn't sound right and didn't make any sense to me. And so they were just struggling to put on an event, according to Victor Conte, trying to get their hustle on. So when I think about that, Jay, not only that, we know that the pay-per-view did not do well. We've heard the numbers. We know that the pay-per-view did not do well. So you would have taken a bath specifically on $10 million. You would have taken a major bath on that particular event. How is it that then in January, you were going to be able to pay Terence Crawford another $10 million to fight Jaron Ennis?
Yeah.
Now, this is an organization that was struggling to pull together the funds to actually throw the original fight. Then later on struggled to actually pay the people associated with the fight. And somehow Jaron Ennis was supposed to accept a deal with BLK Prime relative to Terence Crawford. And somehow they were seriously going to be able to throw this event. Dog, and people got pissed when you say this stuff. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, yet they get mad at us when we point this out, Jay, as though we're being haters because the math ain't mathing. logically, it makes no sense that they're going to be able to both pay Terence Crawford $10 million if, in fact, they paid Terence Crawford $10 million the first time, knowing that they couldn't have sold no more than 100,000 pay-per-view buys. And I don't believe it was that based off what I heard. So how are they going to take a bath on an event that they were struggling to pay for in the first place and then turn around 3 months later and then set up a fight between Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford and pay him another $10 million? It doesn't make any sense. So, Jay, I know we're going to see people like Jerry or maybe even Band Up or all the other people that are on our channel, maybe John Mack and some of the other folks that support Terence Crawford. This fight was never real. Jaron Ennis did not duck Terence Crawford. There was never a reason to ever try to sign with BLK Prime or anything of that nature. And even though they might have reached out to try to see if they could hustle up another event, you know what I'm saying, and stay relevant and alive, there was no way that was going to be able to be done. So, Jay, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, the math ain't mathing. It didn't math it didn't make sense from the get-go. You know, it didn't make sense from the get-go. So, I mean, for them to try to go through this now, it wasn't confirmed on what Bud got. Bud didn't confirm that he got $10 million.
Never did.
He never said he got that number. He never said number at all.
Exactly.
So, I mean, and this ain't nothing against Bud.
Nothing to do with Bud.
This ain't nothing to do with Bud. This is all about the business of boxing that we said was funny. It was funny from the get-go. It has to
do a little with Bud, because Bud did try to leverage this to try to say that Jaron Ennis avoided him, and I don't think that that's true. There's no way you would interact. No way in your right mind would you interact with that entity knowing that they're trying to sign you. Why would you do that? It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, and I mean, why would I want another hand in the cookie jar? The thing I need is Bud. Bud's not signing them. Boots ain't signing them. What I need you for? I don't need we don't need you. I do business with Showtime, so it could be us. Why would I want y'all in the cookie jar, knowing what you guys have done in the past, basically, and then knowing that the Davis Avanesyan and Bud fight really didn't do well, and y'all don't really have the money? I need to see the money. I need to see the cash. Where the money at? Where the money at? It wasn't there, and Victor Conte is just basically confirming that. And this ain't something we're making up. Check out Manager Marty. I mean, check out Manager Marty and Victor Conte that he has on this show. Check that out. Y'all don't believe us? That's coming from the horse's mouth, who's in Bud's camp pretty much, because he's their dude for all the sweet science as far as nutrition and whatnot for Bud and a lot of other fighters with the snack program. So this completely seals the deal on that for me. It was already sealed, but now it's completely done. And with the numbers have to add up, and they weren't adding up from the get-go. That's why you did such a great job of taking a deep dive in and found what you found. I was like, nah, this not bad. You didn't go that to try to make them look bad. They did it on their own. They did it on their own. We just don't believe everything that people say. We actually do our research, and we're real good at it. We're real good at it. We're both numbers guys. We're both logic guys. So I mean, nah. Matt wasn't nothing. It was never there, and Boots didn't duck Bud. So let's stop that narrative.
Never happened. So you guys tell us what you think in the comment section in this, in regards to the revelation that was given by Victor Conte. I mean, I think it's excellent content that Manager Marty is doing over there. Go check out the content that Manager Marty is laying out for you guys. Certainly we will react to anything else that's said in there, but we found this to be quite interesting when he's saying that they're struggling to actually pay for the initial fight. Before the fight occurred, they were struggling to actually pay and get everything settled. So that's interesting stuff. I don't think we're going to see BLK Prime anymore in the sport of boxing. I'd be surprised. Or maybe they're going to try to start on a lower level, but we haven't heard from them again, and it's been over a year. And there were so many people that were such fans of BLK Prime. You don't hear anything from him anymore now that he's no longer associated.
Fans of BLK Prime. We know who they're fans of.
Exactly right. You guys tell us what you think. Don't forget to go check www.boringtheboxfilms.com. Don't forget also to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.